Hey, the DOG here. And guys, I'd like to take you down a path today and tell you a little bit about how I became the man I am today and how I probably did some things the hard way. Alright guys, so what we're looking at right here is some Octodad gameplay. This is actually a blast. This game is pretty funny, very hard, very awkward to get around. And as you're taking a look at this guy here, this is the 15-year-old version of the DOG. He's all kind of trying to get his legs under him, figure out what's going on. And as he's cruising here through life, he ends up meeting this beautiful woman here. And this beautiful woman here is the 19-year-old version of my wife. So yes, I started out early. I was 15. She was 19, and we got together. She worked for a friend of mine's mom. She kind of was doing house cleaning things, and I was just hanging out, having fun. We started spending lots of time together. After a couple of months, she ended up moving into my house. Being 19, she was basically ready to move out of her place, and since we were together all day, every day, she ended up kind of moving in with me in my bedroom at my parents' house. That's the way it started out, me and the wife. Kind of continued on dating and having a good time, and the next thing you know, it's a week before I turned 17 and I got my first child. And so life started out pretty early for me. So the 15-year-old DOG walking around here, you know, there's some decisions that I made in life. I wouldn't say they were mistakes, but I would say I learned some things the hard way. Having a kid a week before I turned 17, I ended up having to continue going to school and try and hold down a job and make money to take care of a family. And my parents were like, hey, you know, now you got a kid, you got your girlfriend, we'll help you to get a place. So at the age of 17, I moved out the house, got my own place with the wife and the kid. And from there, I was going to school all day and working all night. Go to school from 7 to 3. I had a couple hours off in the afternoon, and then from about 5 to about 1 or 2 in the morning, I would go to work. And I did this for 2 years until I ended up finishing my degree. So at the age of 18, now I was able to go out and find a job in the field that I was studying in school, and I ended up getting a job. And it was almost like I got to quit working because I went from going to school all day and then working all night to just going to work all day. But during that time, man, it was hard. It was really difficult just to make ends meet, to make things happen for a family, being such a young, basically being a kid, having a kid, and trying to figure out how I was going to be able to put food on the table, how I was going to be able to supply for a wife and for a baby. And so my life, when it started out pretty rough. You know, I didn't have your standard teenage years. I didn't have the going out of high school and going into college and doing all that kind of stuff. You know, I started way early, so I ended up having to go out there and get in the workforce and start making money. I had people I had to take care of. There was a lot of years that I didn't get to see the family much, that I ended up working a lot. And then at the age of 19, I had my second child, continued on working like crazy. You know, now I got 2 kids. And all the way up through till I was about 28. And at 28, I ended up having my third child. And at this time, I kind of was at the point in life where I didn't have to work all day, every day. And so I kind of learned that, you know, having a child later, I also appreciated my daughter more as an adult, or as grown up more than with my other 2 children, just because I wasn't able to be there as much as I should have been. And having to work all day and basically all the overtime that I could do just to make ends meet for the family was a rough time. And I know life could have been a lot easier if I didn't have to take care of a family and, you know, a wife and 3 kids, but I would say it's well worth it. It was a lot of hard work. There was a lot of times when we weren't knowing if we were going to be able to make ends meet. Now I'm going to be 35 here in the next couple of weeks, and I'm still married to the exact same woman that I've been with since I was 15. You know, that's almost 20 years. 20 years of time spent with the same amazing woman. Learning things the hard way, guys, is not always the easiest, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Alright guys, so that's just a little bit about my life and how I learned things the hard way. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Well, how y'all doing today? By now, y'all probably all know the old boy Azazel's Fire. In fact, in some of these parts around here, he's become a bit of a legend. Great man, stand-up man in the community. Not how he always was, as you can see here, he hanging out in this city place, deciding to go out, screw around with a little bit of local hoodlums. Let's take y'all back to the year 2000, and we'll see Azazel's Fire earn that name.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What are you guys up to?
Oh, we over here just, playing with tomahawks and shit by this car here. What are you doing?
I was in the bar. It sucked.
Oh, is that what you're doing here? You're hanging out there in the bar. You know that's a gay bar right there. Yeah, they like penises in there.
It's whatever. Yeah, so you gotta come over here. You gotta hang out with us. You burn this car. Burn the car? No. Yeah, why don't you burn the car? I don't really want to burn the car. So you guys are a little fucked up. I'm not gonna do this, man. I'm not gonna come out here and hang out with you guys and do this stuff.
Oh, yeah, you know you got through here, though. You know, it's, come on there.
Yeah, you know you got through here. Come on. Come burn the car. I don't want to. It's kind of illegal, you know? Well, you know, you could just burn the car here, because, I mean, you ain't got anything better to do. So just burn it.
Well, yeah, you could just burn it, you know. I mean, you got that flamethrower.
No. Alright, look. If I do it, you guys, you hang out, we'll be cool? Well, yeah, of course we'll be cool. You'll be part of the gang. You'll be part of the guys. You'll be able to hang out with us here. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, just light it up. Go ahead. We'll be right here. Don't worry. We won't run off. We ain't gonna leave you. We ain't gonna leave you here. Don't worry about that. There ain't nobody around.
Are you sure? Yeah, we sure. Light it up. Alright, I'll do it. Let's do it. Stop laughing at the fire. What's up, guys? What you guys just witnessed was the one time in my life I decided to really give in to peer pressure, and it was probably one of the biggest mistakes in my life. I was 17 years old and decided to listen to the wrong people. Got involved with some seedy motherfuckers that I never saw again, so I was trying to impress the wrong people. I didn't gain anything from this, I just lost things. This caused problems with my family. Arson's a huge crime, it's a big deal. Don't do it, kids. Stay in school. I had to go to counseling. I had to pay a lot of money. Caused a lot of problems. Caused a lot of problems. And for years, I had problems with my father. This alienated me from a lot of my family, especially my dad. Eventually, I learned from it, though. I learned a lot of things. I learned, 1, don't commit felonies. 2, don't commit felonies for other people to try to impress them. 3, definitely don't commit felonies for any reason, especially the first 2. And finally, last but not least, don't light yourself on fire, because that did actually happen. The left side of my body from about my shoulder down to my knee was on fire for probably a good 15 seconds or so. Who knows exactly how long, I wasn't fucking counting. But it did happen. So, definitely, ladies and gentlemen, take my advice. No felonies, and definitely, don't light yourself on fire, man. See you later.